All right. Welcome to the Herd Man T podcast. I'm your host, Herd Man T.
I'm feeling real good. Real good.
All right. I'm not sure what's happening. I think there's no audio. Let me type. Can you hear me? You hear me? Chat. Yeah, because I was having issues earlier on. I see sounds great. Well, good luck to you and thanks for your today's. Yeah, no problem. No problem. You are welcome. Boom. Snapshot. Yep. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, they can hear me over here too. Yeah. I was talking about my other platforms. Yeah. I couldn't hear the music playing back. The intro music. And that's why I asked. There's audio. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. I feel like my face is way too close to the screen. Way too close. All right, perfect. Yo, Centuria, the day one. Yeah, did you hear the music? Because I just can't play it back. I'm trying to set up Streamlabs. Right now I'm on StreamYard. So I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, as well as Facebook. And then on my phone, I'm live on TikTok. On TikTok. But I tried to set up Streamlabs today, which is a streaming platform, and I couldn't get any type of audio playback going on in the headphones. I can hear myself as I'm talking into the mic, but that's about it. About it. All right. I gotta work on my posture here for the 4K over there. All right, so today I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to answer questions. That seems like a reoccurring thing because there's no point in me talking about stuff you don't want to hear about unless it's detoxing, right? Because when you're talking about detoxing or promoting detoxification, you're really talking about reversing any problem you have. If it's not genetics, oh, camera got too hot, whatever. If it's not genetics, it's lymphatic stagnation or your lymphatic system is compromised. But even if it is genetics, your lymphatic system is still compromised, or it could have been from your mother, grandmother, etc. And why am I mentioning the women? Because they are the ones who give you your lymphatic system. You sit in their bellies for 9 months and you develop their immune system essentially. Man, my camera, see? Oh, Nikon cut off on me. I should have went with Canon, right? All right, I'm just navigating to the questions over here. And yeah, topic request. Not really though, but yeah. So first on the list is that's done. All right. Well, first on the list is always anyone who is commenting live. All right. So any herbs that can help with Parkinson's. Yeah. So herbs offer structure, function, and fluids. They are not for diseases, right? And when you're talking about Parkinson's, you got to look at the central nervous system. Okay. You want to make sure you have herbs for the central nervous system. So these herbs have an herbal action called nervines. All right. So you have herbal examples of nervines would be skullcap, gotukola, brahmi, blue vervain, etc. So skullcap and St. John's wort, they are trophal restorative, so they can help to feed the nervous cells or the nerve cells. Now, not only would you focus on the nervous system specifically, but you have to focus on everything that is involved with the nervous system. Of course, that will be focusing on the blood. So you will want herbs to help promote circulation to that area, such as rosemary, brahmi again, as well as ginkgo leaf. And then also you want herbs to move waste out of that area. And these would be herbs for the lymphatic system. And whenever you're dealing with the lymphatic system, you're focusing on the lymphatic system, the kidneys, as well as your skin. Now, understanding basic AMP is important because then you need to focus on when dealing with the skin, your thyroid, your liver, And when dealing with the kidneys, you want to focus on the adrenal glands as well. But one thing to take home would be nervines for a neurological issue. Is exercise good to move the lymphatic system and move waste? Yes. Movement moves lymph. If you ever gotten constipated before and started walking a little bit and noticed then you had to go to the bathroom, there you go. That we are designed to move. Look at children, they're running all the time. What happens is we consume stuff we're not supposed to be eating, proteins, heavy protein diets, starches, grains, etc. And then we become sluggish, and then we can't think straight. And then some of us appear to be a little off. I just say that. So, but yeah, movement definitely helps. Massages. That's why you have lymphatic massages. Literally moving, the fascia or the interstitial fluid, helping people to feel better. But the issue with massages is that you're not working on the kidneys and their function to help move this waste out. And it's very little understood about kidney filtration and the kidneys' relation to the lymphatic system. What is the best kind of lymphatic movement to do? I don't know the best kind. I mean, you have your neural lymphatic points on your back. But in terms of the best, I'm not sure. But when moving, you don't want to move too much and create a lot of waste, a lot of acids building up. Is light exercises. So even look into doing yoga, or jumping on a trampoline. I forget what you call it, but the solo trampolines. But the best moving, I'll have to look into that. I found that Cleaver's herb moves lymph very well for me. Yeah. It also works on the kidneys function as well. So it's like a 2-in-1, because whenever you're focusing on moving the lymphatic fluid, you always want to focus on moving, promoting the kidneys function as well. Because when moving lymph, you're going to begin to bring all that cellular waste to the kidneys. And if your kidneys can't filter it out, that waste is then going to recirculate or try to eliminate through the skin. Cleaver's herb. It's a herb. You can just Google Cleaver's herb or buy Cleaver's herb. Check out mountainroseherbs.com. All right, good. Y'all can hear me. So heart issues with high blood pressure. Yeah. So what about that? What about heart issues with high blood pressure? I'm assuming you want to know what the cause, herbs for it, foods, any problem you're having. The best foods would be fruits, berries, and melons. Of course, if you're having a water retention issue, you got to watch it with the fruits. You may want to focus more so on dry fruits versus the fruits that have a heavy water content for obvious reasons. Oh, snap. Grows in backyard, but its season is mostly done to forage. All right. Have you considered drying it out? That way you'll still have some, during the off season. Yeah. No problem, Tracy. Yeah. So heart issues with high blood pressure. Well, the blood cleans the cells. Your lymphatic system, the blood feeds the cells, and your lymphatic system cleans the cells. So you got to get the lymphatic system moving. That way the heart can begin to, I'd say, breathe properly. Now you have herbs for the heart. One I like to mention is hawthorn leaf and flower, and also hawthorn berries. And then when you're dealing with blood pressure, you got to look at the adrenal glands and the kidneys. So herbs to help balance those functions or those tissues would be great. So you have adaptogens for the adrenal glands, and you have diuretics for your kidneys. Some herbs to help lower blood pressure would be the hawthorn that I mentioned before. You also have olive leaf as well. Yeah, and with the high cholesterol, it's that the body's producing all this cholesterol, all these fats to fight in acidic terrain. It's trying to combat all these acids without, maybe it is, but if it's high cholesterol, there's a good chance there is a calcium loss that is happening as well, and a connective tissue weakness that's going on. But adrenal glands and kidneys, you want to focus on those, that's for sure. And also look at the liver. The liver produces about 80% of the body's cholesterol. So the liver could be overworking as well. And then you would want to consider or observe herbs for the liver. And some examples of herbs for the liver would be dandelion root, burdock root, milk thistle, blessed thistle, Oregon grapefruit, etc. But the core cause, the real start of all this is poor or was poor elimination. So constipation could have been an issue if you were constipated often or having a bowel movement every other day, every 3 days, etc. You definitely got to make sure you're focusing on your digestive health as a whole. So you may want to look into, herbal products that contains laxatives to help start your defecation process. You may want to consider herbs such as demulcents to help reduce inflammation in your bowels, relaxant nervines, or herbs that help to calm the nervous system as well as relieve gas, such as your lemon balm and chamomile. But when talking about moving waste out of your digestive system, you have to look into your adrenals as well. The adrenal glands is considered to be one of the brains for your autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system plays a role in peristalsis, or the involuntary muscle contractions of your gastrointestinal tract. So I say all that to say, if you're constipated, yes, you want to focus on the bowels. Yes, laxatives may be a good start, but you also want to focus on the adrenal glands as well. Super advice. Thanks, dry fruits. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. What herbs are best to clean the colon? So if you're talking about cleaning the colon or moving the digestive waste out, you got to look at your laxatives. So, and you got to be careful with using laxatives. Using them too often can overstimulate the colon, and then of course shut it down. So some herbs that have a laxative action would be Cascara sagrada, Turkey rhubarb. I want to say cinnapod or cinnaseed, as well as yellow dock root. But the key takeaway from that is just herbs with a laxative action. But there's other things that could be going on as well. Could be parasites or worms. And for that, you're looking at your antifungal herbs. And I want to say it's not antilytic, but herbs to help kill worms, or antiparasitic. So wormwood comes to mind to help eliminate the worms or kill them. Black walnut hull is another one that comes to mind. And then you have herbs like thyme for pinworms, and cloves is another good one as well. So a combination of herbs. So a laxative, antiparasitic, maybe a demulcent, maybe something to help with connective tissue. So laxative like Cascara sagrada, demulcent marshmallow root, or slippery elm bark, etc. Even herbs for the liver to help get that bowel going. That way you can break down your fats properly. You know anything that would help a spinal fluid leak, CSF leak? Well, if you're talking about spinal fluid and it's leaking, good chance there's a connective tissue problem going on, because why is it leaking? What's causing it to leak? Something is weak, right? I'm curious to see if the person's skin is wrinkly, or looks like they lost a lot of calcium, or it looks like their connective tissue or the tissues aren't tight, And if that's the case, then now we got to look at the parathyroid. There's something called a glandular, which is basically a gland from an animal. And glandular is whether it is a parathyroid glandular, adrenal glandular, or adrenal glandular, pituitary glandular. You can use these for about a month to help inspire cellular function in these glands. And I say that because I haven't come across an herb that is specific to the parathyroid. However, I have come across herbs that are great for connective tissue. And I would assume it relates to calcium And these herbs would be horsetail, um, gotu kola, as well as plantain leaf. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure why I'm not familiar with that acronym. CSF, cerebral spinal fluid leak. Days I'm going to do this out in the sun with a mic. All right, keep it down, man. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta make sure you're strengthening connective tissue. So the herbs I mentioned before, so the horsetail, the gotu kola may help. The plantain leaf may help, but more so the horsetail and gotu kola. Hold on, not now. Okay, will help, man. Time is moving. It is moving. So in terms of helping it, if you want to deal with it, you want to look into check out St. John's Wort. That's good for nerve pain if you got any pain going on. Really look into the parathyroid glandular to help strengthen connective tissue. Also look into herbs to promote brain function other than St. John's Wort. So skullcap, brahmi. I want to say lemon balm, but if you have a thyroid weakness or your thyroid isn't functioning properly or is functioning slow, I wouldn't suggest lemon balm because it can reduce thyroid function. But if you're talking about healing, reversing, etc., you got to focus on detoxing. You got to move lymph and going back to the kidneys and adrenal glands. You got to take herbs for the kidneys and the adrenals if you want to promote the movement of the cellular waste that caused this problem in the first place. Yeah, Coletta, did you get what I said earlier about herbs for high blood pressure? Understand the tissues to focus on for high blood pressure. That would be your adrenals. That would be your kidneys as well. And also, it could be that the pressure is high due to high cholesterol, or the walls are becoming congested, and within the walls, not actually inside on the inner diameter, but on the outside, it's filled with cholesterol and causing the pathway of the blood cells to shrink. And to clean all that up, you got to move lymph. You got to observe herbs for the kidneys. And some examples of this, someone mentioned one earlier. You have cleaver's herb that can move lymphatic waste as well as promote kidney function. You have burdock root that can move lymphatic waste as well as promote the kidney's function. Uva ursi leaf and corn silk can be used to clean the kidneys. Cordyceps mushroom and stinging nettle leaf can be used to strengthen the kidneys. And then herbs for the adrenal glands. Some examples would be Schisandra berry. You don't want to take licorice root. That will raise your blood pressure, make your blood pressure even higher. So that'll be a no-go. And that leads me to, you want to make sure you are researching the contraindications of herbs before you use them. Herbal interactions. If you're having, if you're taking medications, you definitely want to consult with your healthcare provider for that. What about low vitamin B? I'm not a supplement guy. I'm a eat your fruits, get your nutrition from fruits guy. I will get your book concerned about blood pressure and heart issues relating from the pressure. Thanks. Okay. All right. Yeah, in my ebook, you will look at the cardiovascular section. Cardiovascular system section. Yeah, and I just released a detox and heal ebook. So that's good for anything. Talking about the basics. So for example, you have four main processes. I know it just keeps shaking. Four main processes in the body, right? You have digestion, you have absorption, you have utilization, and you have elimination. What's happening is that we can't eliminate properly. So then we become agglomerated or congested, right? Then utilization starts acting up as well as digestion, etc. So if any one of those processes are backed up, you're going to run into issues, whether it be skin problems, rashes, constipation, blurry vision, brain fog, PCOS, etc., cysts, tumors, etc. Any one of these processes, mainly elimination, goes down. Now you have issues. Well, bring balance to all these processes, and you'll start living your life optimally. Is heart failure reversible? Well, I'll say this: it can only be reversed as far as the body will allow it to be reversed. So it all depends on the level of it. Yes, you can fix it. Now, will you get 100% function back? I don't know, but it won't hurt to try. And it goes back to the basics. You got to eliminate waste or remove waste from the cells and bring nutrition into the cells. And you need to clear the pathways of elimination up so that you can get that nutrition in. Thank you for taking the time to answer. You are welcome. Straight lines painting. You are very welcome. Oh, I can't write that fast. You give such good info. Must get the ebook. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So this is a recording. All right. Right now I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube as well as Twitch, and this live will be saved. So you can always replay it back. And if you continue to watch my lives, you'll notice how I'm going to be talking about the same stuff over and over again because it's vital. And I do understand repetition is key to people learning. All right. Understand that when I'm reading these really snapshots of comments from my different social media platforms, I'm doing so because there is no live questions being sent my way. So they're more so of a filler than anything. Yeah, clearing the pathways, that is the key. And when I'm talking about the pathways, I'm talking about your lymphatic vessels and your lymphatic nodes. For example, if you're having a brain issue, right? Or let's say you have a swollen thyroid. This would be a good example. A swollen thyroid. So you have a left side of your thyroid and a right side of your thyroid. Well, if the pathways of elimination aren't clear on the left side, there's a chance that the left side of your thyroid could be swollen. And this will correlate with the left kidney. The left kidney is responsible for the left side of your body, and the right kidney is responsible for the right side of your body. You know, for the longest time, I always made a joke. This was probably maybe 2-3 years ago. I was like, man, I think I work out my left side more than my right side because my left arm was always bigger. Well, I ended up becoming a detox specialist, studying lymphatic iridology, and I realized like, oh, wait a minute, I think my left kidney is weak. And I verified that through, a lymphatic iridology analysis on myself. I was like, oh, I was right. I have a left kidney weakness. And guess what? I started consuming more fruits, started, taking a few kidney lymphatic formulas. Lo and behold, that my arms kind of evened out. So I was like, oh, okay. But I would have never known that. I would always thought, I was just working out my left side harder than my right. Or maybe I was just always carrying stuff on the left. So I need to start carrying more stuff on the right. Yeah, thank you, Grateful Gibson. Yeah. So I'll tell you the truth, Marvin. I'll tell you the truth what happened. So I was going in there for someone to cut off my dead ends, right? I was like, just cut it off. So he put a guard on, a number 6 guard, and went to work. Soon as he did soon as he shaved it off, like the first pass, I was hot. I'm not gonna lie, I was upset with his hair at the end of the day. But I knew I needed to get rid of a lot of dead ends. I wasn't taking care of it properly. I'll admit it. But I knew it grows back, and I thought about doing a before and after, or starting to, use a herbal hair wash to show you how fast your hair can grow when you begin to, take care of it properly in terms of using herbs and none of the pharmaceutical stuff. But also, too, it was time for an edge. I'll be honest with you. I went there for an edge to start looking more crispy. Crispy. Of course, I got to fix all this. I'm hiding it on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, I think I'm caught up with the questions. Ha ha ha. You still looking good. You are such an inspiration for me here in Nigeria, Africa. Oh, let's go. I forget. We worldwide. I talk to people from Africa, people from Australia, the UK. It is wild. I'm your biggest fan in Nigeria. Let's go. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I plan on going live more because I had a client mention to me that he appreciated my lives because no one else around him were talking about this stuff or doing these things in terms of eating, mostly fruits and consuming herbs. So the community is truly what I'm all about, building a community. Uh, I got the 2 ebooks out, so that's behind me. Now I just need to make more content. Most likely, I'll just start taking clips of my lives and then posting them on social media versus making other lives completely. That way I can go live more often and keep these conversations going. UK in the house. All right. Leone in the house. Leone Allen. Let me knock down one more question here. So how about bilberry extract? So this was a comment on my video about herbs for the eyes. And yes, bilberry is great. I found out that bilberry is much softer than blueberry, and that's why it's not imported into the US. I forget exactly where it comes from, but it is great for the eyes. You'll probably find it in, a tincture form or a powdered form, or maybe even a dry herb as well. Are there cancer trees in America, or how do I get some? I think they're in China. They're based in China. But to get some, that'll be tough. That will be tough. Plants that move lymph, I believe they call them cytotoxic plants. There's tons of information on cytotoxic plants. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, this is a book I recently got about herbs for cancer care. Hold on, wait. I got about 2 minutes left, and I got you. What's up?
You just killed me.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah, so here's a book, Holistic Cancer Care. I'm not sure how many herbs it mentions in here, but it caught my attention because it has to be herbs that move the lymphatic system. Oh, let me go over here too. Holistic Cancer Care. Of course, that's in reverse over there on TikTok. But anytime you're talking about abnormal cells or cells that the body can no longer use, you got to talk about moving lymph. So, and that's the only reason why I got this book, for those herbs. And most of these herbs, probably 90% of them, you won't be able to get from a place like Mountain Rose Herbs or Star West Botanicals, your local herb store, because these can put some work. You can do work. Thank you so much. I watch all your reels on Facebook. That's where I found you, actually. Oh, nice. Great. Yeah. Originally, I started on TikTok. And then I think I moved to Instagram next. And then I moved to Facebook. And now I'm going to start moving over to YouTube more. What's the name of the book? Holistic Cancer Care. Screenshot it. I'll put it back on the screen for you. Yeah, screenshot it. Yeah. It was a woman. I can't even. Hold on. Go ahead, get your screenshot in. Yeah. I know, yeah, she's a registered herbalist. And a lot of the information I get comes from registered herbalists, and they are considered to be the top tier of herbalists in the US. Now, top tier certified herbalists, right? Of course, you have people on the islands out there killing it. Herbs been in their DNA, in their bloodline for thousands of years. But of course, most likely they don't follow the guidelines of the current controllers. I'll say that. All right. Thank you all for joining the live. I'm going to try to play this outro music that I cannot hear. And I will definitely be live again next week on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, I'll be live next week. Yeah. Oh, say peace. All right, I hear. Say peace like that. All right. Many thanks. Yeah, no problem. Y'all take care. Take care. All right.
I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true, and be held accountable for everything that you do. Be surrounded by the ones that are loving you. Growing never sink unless you sinking in the shot. While you in the fourth quarter and the haters sit and watch. They don't wanna move. They wanna sit and talk, never do. Don't you worry about them, strive to improve. And when they gunning for your queen, kinda move. They don't wanna move. They wanna sit and talk, never do. Don't you worry about them, strive to improve. And when they gunning for your queen, kinda move. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling so good. Feeling real. Feeling real good.